Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, about 6 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and that'll be your chance at Fest. I'll get to the Minnesota Yacht Club Music Festival featuring Fall Out Boy, Green Day, Sublime, 311, Hozier, and more. And you'll qualify then. It's just for qualifying for that. You get 2 one-day passes to Riot Fest. You get to pick your day. So about 6 minutes away, we'll get to that. But in the meantime, what high-ranking Chicago official has been forced to take a leave of absence after on a flight took off all his clothes? Well, let's go to the story on WGN.
The president of the Art Institute of Chicago is on voluntary leave from the museum after an incident on a United Airlines flight last month. James Rondeau flew from Chicago to Germany on April 18th. When the plane landed in Munich, police were called after reports he had taken off his clothes. CBS News first reported this incident. A spokeswoman for the Art Institute confirms this report and issued the following statement, quote, "The Art Institute takes this very seriously and has opened an independent investigation into the incident to gather all available information. And to clarify, James will voluntarily be taking time away from the office while the investigation is completed."
Well, he did it voluntarily, so that tells me they don't need to do an investigation. I don't know why they're doing an investigation on this one because, hey.
I feel bad for him.
Why?
Because if any job allows you to get naked, it should be art. They do that all the time. It's probably like, paint me.
Wow.
Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, counterpoint. You're sitting next to this guy on the plane. He decides to be artistic, in your words. How do you handle that?
I just think, I'd be like, well, he has the right job.
But what do you do when a naked man's butt is in your face?
Oh, God, if I had a nickel. Sucks.
Yep. Well, I'm telling you, you would not get a nickel on that one according to your rules there. But so, yeah, he basically took his clothes off somewhere between here and Germany when he got off the plane. And by the way, they said he was naked. Like, he wasn't just taking his shirt off.
Like his boxers?
Yeah. And this dude was naked. And
it is odd, though. Like, what striked the passion? You know?
I feel, barring the artistic side of it that you're preaching here, that it's just there's people are willing, or more people are getting naked where they shouldn't than ever before.
Where are you seeing naked people?
Oh, I saw one just on the street the other day. Just
okay.
a totally naked guy. Ugh, men are disgusting.
I know. I've been saying this for years.
And he's just walking down Clark Street, only like a couple blocks north of Wrigley Field, where his family's going to the game. And not this weekend, but I mean, hey, you know.
Hey.
Hey, you're naked.
Hey, you know.
Like, I wanted to stop and give him like a kerchief to put over the region, but I didn't have one. I didn't have anything in the car to throw to the guy.
Wow, and he was just naked.
He's just naked walking
Brian
down
threw
Clark
his clothes to him. He's naked.
And I'm naked, but at least I'm in my car naked. I don't know. Do you see naked people anywhere up in your region, Elgin there, Kenzie?
No, I haven't seen a bunch of naked people walking around, but I know what you mean. I feel like there is more stories of people getting arrested for this kind of stuff. And I just want to know, like, was he going to stay in like a nudist colony and he just like jumped the gun on his way to vacation? Like, you know, you just like can't control yourself. Like, why was he all of a sudden like all the clothes off instantly? I want to know what that investigation entails.
Just got really excited about his vacation at a nudist
right.
beach.
Like, what happened?
I just want to make sure every second is taken care of when I get there as me naked once I hit the beach. So I'm taking my clothes off.
It's kind of like when you're in track and you're waiting for the gun to go off and you stutter step like a little bit. You're like so ready. I feel like that was him with his clothes headed to the nudist colony.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Some people said he might have just got hot.
Those planes can get stuffy.
Oh, God.
I was just
There's a
on
song
one.
about that.
About being hot on a plane?
And taking your clothes, being so hot you have to take your clothes off.
Wait, are you being serious or no? Am I missing something?
It's Nelly.
Oh, Nelly, Hot In Herre. I thought specifically there was a song about taking your clothes off on a plane.
No, being so hot you need to take your clothes off, though.
Does Nelly talk about ever in that song being on a plane?
Not that I recall.
No, I think he's in the club.
Do I really need to look up the lyrics to that song?
Yes, and can you read them as Bane, please? Right before Fest, where we're going to get you an amazing opportunity to go to Minnesota Yacht Club and Riot Fest. Can you please read Nelly's Hot In Here lyrics as Bane?
Let's see here.
omit any words you can't say, please.
Okay,
But
let's see.
I think most of them are fine. From what I remember.
Wow, I didn't. Okay, these are the lyrics to Nelly Hot In Here.
did
We'll
you
see-
not know the lyrics?
Not all of them, not some of these. Let's see. Should I start from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay. Hot in. Hot in her. So hot in. And then the song kicks in,
Yeah. I thought you would start with the song kicking in and not the rapping
interlude.
ad-lib.
Well, that's what it's going. That's what it's going like. Bow, 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 bow.
So not the
If
not the beat.
Ludacris was on this song, you would have been already told to do something. Move! Like instantly.
Yeah. Or if it was, all I do is win. If it was Khaled. All right. So because he'd say DJ Khaled. He says his name before all that. Okay. All right, here we go. So Bane doing Hot In Herre.
Yeah.
I was like, good gracious, ass bodacious, flirtatious, trying to show faces, looking for the right time to shout my steam, looking for the right time to flash them keys. Then I'm leaving, please believin', me and the rest of my heathens. Check it, got it locked at the top of the Four Seasons. Penthouse, rooftop, birds eye feedin'. No deceivin', nothing up my sleeve, no teasin'. I need you to get up on the dance floor.
Should I stop there? Or
No,
keep
get
go-
to the chorus. Come on.
I'm almost.
God.
Okay, I'm almost there.
Bane was a bad choice.
Okay. Give that man what he's asking for,
That's terrifying.
because I feel like busting loose, and I feel like touching you.
Am I going to get in trouble for saying that one? That
No,
line?
you're fine. You're
Okay.
fine. Bustin' loose can mean a lot of different things.
No, but I feel like touching you.
Well, you get in trouble if you say it like that, not like Bane.
And
I feel offended.
and can't nobody stop the juice, so baby, tell me what's the use?
And here's the chorus.
It's getting hot in here. So hot. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off. It's getting hot in here.
Are you kidding? Are you trying to take Aaron or what's happening?
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
We just gave out the keyword for the Minnesota Yacht Club, Q101 Fest. It is twin. Make sure you're spelling it right, TWIN, to 312-591-8300. Last week we had the Boston Calling Music Festival and have all of our qualifiers, many of them on the phone right now. We'll start going through them and talk to people like Kayla checking in. Kayla, ahoy, what's going on?
Hi. Nothing really.
You working or skipping work? What are you doing today?
I am actually in the drop-off line or to drop my son off at school.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
that gets pretty stressful, doesn't it?
Yeah, right now it is.
Because I imagine so in that line, like another parent going like, come on, move it. My kid's got to get to school. Do people get very agitated in those lines? I'm not experiencing that yet. My kid's too young.
Yeah, so right now, because he's switching schools back and forth, so right now he's at a school where it's mostly drop-off and, walking, so it's not...
Are they really strict on ours on what side the kids get out of the car? Because they want them out on the school side. But the issue is that's where our car seat's locked in. And Tristan's always trying to do, jump over it. He tries to, launch his body into the air.
Well, I'll tell you.
I've seen cars where, it's like a clown car and everyone's jumping out of every single door, so...
Well, Kayla, we're going to give you a break from that mess because you're going to Boston Calling Music Festival. You are the winner from last week's competition in Fest.
Oh, my God.
Yes, it's true. It's real. You're going to the Boston Calling Music Festival May 23rd to the 25th. You'll see Fall Out Boy, Avril Lavigne, Cage the Elephant, Dave Matthews Band, Vampire Weekend, Sublime, Public Enemy, among others. 3 days at the Boston Calling Music Festival. Woo! And you'll get to pick which day of Riot Fest you want to go to. Either Friday with Blink, Saturday with Weezer and Jack White, or Sunday with Green Day. So you got a lot to choose from. A lot going on. Congratulations, Kayla.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, thank you, too. Hang on, Case will get your information. And remember, twin. Text that right now to be like Kayla in a week. Text TWIN, TWIN, to 312-591-8300.
Spelling it right does go a long way, I must say.
Yeah, you don't
We're
get
getting a lot of wins. We're getting a lot of dins. I don't know why. We're getting like eons. Like a lot of things spelled wrong. Twin, TWIN. It is 4 letters. So if you're looking down and you're seeing less than 4, it's a bad start. Okay, when you set the text.
A lot of talk texting going on, I think.
Yes.
So make sure you enter and your chance to win. Do it with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. That was for Jeff in Arlington Heights checking in. I love that song. We had them in the lounge recently. So you can go back. I mean, I say recently, meaning in the last 8 months, I think it was before Christmas.
I believe it was October.
God, where's time going?
I don't know.
So you can check that on our YouTube channel, of course, and Q101.com or all of our socials. All the stuff is housed there. If you missed it, you can always go back and catch up and see that awesomeness. Now, we do have an update. And by the way, thanks for checking in from Arlington Heights. I appreciate everybody listening and loving the head and the heart there from Arlington Heights. We have an update. Last week, we talked about the Brinks truck in Oak Park where the back door opened up and $300,000 in money flew out and people grabbed it. I was asking someone to call up, and if they found some of that money, I just want to hear what they did with it. They could have been anonymous, but everybody thought I was a cop, so no one called.
And this call that we just got, this was unexpected, not in the show plan, but John just called up, who's the father of the son who drove the Brinks truck. We talked to him last week, and he has an update for us.
Okay, John, give us the update.
He's back at work.
He's back at
Not
work?
his fault. Yeah, he got his job back starting today.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
So did they do an investigation and realize it wasn't his fault, or how did that happen?
Yeah, he's been under investigation since it happened. He hasn't been working, so they just called him yesterday, and everything was cleared. He's cleared to go back to work. And I called him this morning. He called me, and he said that he's already working. They didn't say one word to him about it.
Oh my God.
We should have said something. Don't let that happen
Yeah,
again.
it wasn't his fault. That's why it was a mechanical issue. It had nothing to do with him.
And I imagine you and your son are now going on a $300,000 around the world tour, huh? A cruise there. Well, that's
Maybe in a couple months.
He does have to be stressed out today, though, just like constantly looking at the truck.
Yeah, he's on full guard today.
Well, we're really happy to hear that. Thanks for listening and calling up and giving us that update. We're happy that it wasn't his fault, as you told us the first time you called us about this, and that he's back at his job, which he desperately needed because, as you told us, his car got stolen the same day, which is
Yeah, he got a new car also.
Oh, you bought a Lamborghini?
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.